Welcome to Basketball Heads Live. I'm your host, Glenn Poole Harding. And tonight, we have a very special guest. This basketball head is a Harlem legend who has been playing basketball since the age of 9 and loved the game ever since. But as much as he loved the game, trouble had a way of changing the course of this basketball head's future. He played for numerous AAU teams, Saints, the Mustangs, Aim High, Brooklyn USA, Sky Riders, Millbank, and Riverside Church. When he decided to go to high school, this basketball head went to All Hallows for 2 days and said, "It's not for me. No girls." So he was out. New York City legendary coach Ernie Leutch wanted to kill him, he said, because he sent all his players to Catholic school and demanded that they stay there and finish. After leaving All Hallows, he attended Brandeis High School, but never showed up to school the first year. The next year, he came back and played JV, averaging a staggering 25 points per game. But as I said earlier, trouble had a way of finding him, and he was kicked out of school due to an incident, which we will talk about later. Things changed once this basketball head transferred to Martin Luther King High School. His game took off immediately. He began getting recognized as one of the top city players and national recruiting looks. But once it came to his grades, he had to settle for local colleges, FIT, and Westchester Community College. From there, this basketball head transferred to St Augustine College in the CIAA. We all know what goes on down there. Plenty of fun. Well, listen, it was no laughing matter because this basketball head was found to have a heart problem. But when he got a second opinion, there was nothing wrong. Go figure. After leaving college, he played semi-pro ball, but returned home to put his troubled past in the past and become one of New York's great playground legends. Came home to Harlem, made his name. So without further ado, help me welcome to the show my guest, Martin Luther King High School great and Harlem playground legend, Melshawn Scott.
Y'all ready? Yes. You have just stepped into the world of chaos. Where everybody goes hard. Come on. Go hard. Or go home. Never back down. You gotta hold your own. Go hard. East Coast, go hard. West Coast, go hard. Midwest, go hard. Dirty. Hurry up, everybody, get online, buy your tickets, cause the game about to start.
What's up, homie?
What's up, good brother? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. Let me tell you something, brother. I just want to let you know, had you on my sites for a long time, my G. Just working out schedules and making sure I get people at the right times. You know what I'm saying? But trust me, your flowers been coming, my brother.
Yeah, I enjoy what you're doing out here for the brothers, man.
No
It's
doubt,
good,
no doubt.
man.
And for the ladies too. Don't forget them.
Yeah, definitely. You have some ladies on here that be putting in that work.
I ran into my man down at Tillery, you know, and he was like, "Yo, what's up? You ain't doing a show no more?" I said, "Yeah, I'm doing every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday." He's like, "Man, who you got on this Sunday?" I said, "Man, I got Melshawn Scott." He said, "Oh man, we talking about Brooklyn cat, you heard?" Your game stretched that far. When I said your name, he said, "Oh, he get that work for real, like a walking market." So I just want to let you know, my G, your name's just from Harlem, to the 5 boroughs, man, all the way down here to Brooklyn, man. So salute to you.
Yeah, man. I always, as a kid, man, I always took my show on the road, man. I always wanted to play against the best, so that was my thing.
And I listen, the knock on the Uptown guys is a lot of y'all didn't come down here to Brooklyn to play.
Man,
so,
I've been doing that since the '90s. So since the '90s.
One of the few, man. I had Future on here early on when I first started last year, and me and him used to get into it. He used to be like, "Yo, G, I'll come to town with Antoine Melshawn down to Dean Street. Kenny Anderson said he would go down to Dean Street, right? So these guys would come and get their Brooklyn work. And
yeah, you got to come get that Brooklyn work
as well.
You got to establish yourself in these boroughs, man. If you don't, you know, everybody gonna look at you like you crazy. Like, nah, he ain't like that. It's a fact.
So, I like to ask everybody, man, let's introduce you to the game.
I'm originally from 134th and 8th Avenue. So I used to watch this dude named Jim Reed back in the days. Bless his soul, he passed away like 2 years ago. My man Jim Reed, tough left-hander. Awkward shot, was getting 30 on a lot of dudes in the city.
Rest in peace to Jim Reed, yo. Wow, that's the first time I heard his name, man. And I love that we do this, man, because it keeps those guys' names alive, you know, especially for people who never heard of them before.
That's a fact. So, you know, I grew up on 134th.
He was the joint in the hood on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Against a lot of dudes. Like, you know, dudes know who he is. Dudes uptown know who he is. Jim was putting in that work.
That's real. And you answered both questions. You answered my next question. I was going to ask you where you from. Because, you know, I talk to different guys from different parts of the city. And when I ask dudes where they from, they want to tell you the specifics, right? Because Harlem, we think, you know, it's small, but it's really big.
Yeah.
Because East Side that's the West Side. And if you could do both, you good. Yeah.
See, what's crazy is, like, you know, I got family from all over. So, you know, I've been all over the place, like Brooklyn, Queens. And it's funny, like, you know, when I be playing this tournaments, you got dudes be like, oh, nah, he's from Rochdale. Nah, brother, my grandmother lived in Rochdale. When I used to get in trouble up here, that's what my mother used to send me all the time.
Wow, that's crazy. Salute to my people out in Rochdale, my guy, Chris Haney, always putting that work out there for my Queens guys. I got a sore Queens, old school Queens dude that's going to come on, man. That, you know, people kind of forgot about, man. I'm glad I got to connect with them. And salute to my guy, Chris Haney.
That's what's up.
No doubt, no doubt. So what age did you fall in love with the game? What age did, like, the game had you?
I say around 9. That's when I really started, like, taking it serious. Because, like, you know, my pops, he always used to, like, push me and my brother a lot. So, you know, me and my brother was always competitive when it come to sports. So, you know, baseball was like, people don't know, like, baseball was like my #1 thing.
Yo,
I love baseball.
I don't know how many guys I spoke to that started out playing another sport. I started out playing baseball, went to Lincoln to play football, made the basketball team and quit football, right? It didn't start out with basketball. Like, what position you playing baseball?
I was a catcher. And sometimes, I played catcher. At first, you know, it used to kind of scare me at times with that.
Let me tell you, yo, I salute all catchers, yo. First of all, being a batter and that ball coming at you,
not even that, bro.
After my man got hit in the eye with the ball, I quit. Like, I was done.
Not even that, because sometimes, yo, you know, you got some batters, they like to just swing crazy. So one time I got hit in the back with that joint, and that joint, I was like, ooh.
But to play that position is ill, because it's not only, you got to be, there's the mental part, the physical part, but then also the mental part. Because you got to overcome that shit quick. It's crazy, yo.
And then sometimes, depends on what coach wanted me to play. So I used to play third base sometimes, or I played shortstop.
All tough positions. I was
Yeah.
first and third. I was first and third.
Yeah, a lot of thinking
I was moving
positions.
around
So
for shortstop.
yeah.
I was that fast.
Yeah.
So dad was a big influence in your life early.
Yeah, definitely. He always wanted us to be competitive. Plus, he was into martial arts as well. So, you know, I was doing that as well.
Okay. So, what was Jim Reed the best player in the neighborhood when you was coming up?
I mean, I come from an area of nothing but ball players. See, I lived in two spots. I lived on 134th and 8th Avenue, and then we had a spot on 143rd and 8th Avenue. So in my building, I had Coach Thurman from
Yes.
Riverside. He lived in my building.
Mm.
Steve McDowell, who played at LaSalle and Manhattan College.
Facts.
So, you know, he was another inspiration to me because I used to go to his house, read all his letters and all this stuff. And then down the block I had Shamgar, Ali Moe, the Arnold brothers, Gary Saunders, my man Melvin McKee, Ziggy. A lot of ball players, man.
Yeah, you
a lot of ball
couple
players.
of feet down the block, you walking into a basketball game.
Yeah.
Or argument, something that had to do with basketball and right, that competitive nature.
Yeah. Steve Hodge lived on my block. Julius Hodge lived on my block.
Damn.
Yeah. It's just a lot of basketball. My man Chucky. My whole hood was full of ball players. Full of ball players.
That's crazy. So,
Tip Dog, Mike Boogie, everybody, man.
right.
Who else? Who else can I name? My man Marquis, that was in the newspaper when we was young, shaking Isaiah Thomas. Like, yo, it was nuts, man. In my hood,
and
man.
What school did he go to when he was playing against Isaiah?
No, Marquis was young. He was real young. He was like a phenom.
This is in high school he was doing it.
Like Marquise was like a young phenom. Everybody know Marquis, man. Like when he was young, he was a phenom.
Let me tell you,
Matter of fact, he's from Stephon Marbury in them era, and they know who he is.
Right? Now, you see how you naming these names? Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to keep it 100, brother. Well, if I don't know anyone, if I hear the name, it's recognizable, I agree. But if I don't, I want to ask questions about these people because it's going to be a time in the future. Somebody probably in Harlem probably going to write a story about your life. And you probably don't have nothing to do with it. Somebody that saw you play, you probably moved someone you don't even know.
Yeah.
Right? And you weren't there to convey those notes or whatever. So I'm saying with these people that you know firsthand, I would definitely like to hear more about them, man. And like I told Shane, I'm going to come up to the neighborhood. Walk around and meet some of these people, man, whatever we have to do, just so we can spotlight and highlight these people because this is going to be forever, right? And we want to document
that's
this
a fact.
history, brother. You're a part of that, man. So
That's a fact.
crazy that you mentioned these guys all in one area.
Yeah.
Now,
and we had some young dudes too. We had some young killers.
It's just a cycle, right? It's just a cycle.
Yeah, it's a cycle. Because everybody was watching each other.
Right. And Harlem is different, right? Harlem is different. Like, out of all the other boroughs, right?
Yeah.
You see how we didn't even say Manhattan, fam.
Yeah. When people be like, you from Manhattan, what? What's that? Manhattan is like downtown. That's the rich people area. That's Manhattan.
There you go. How was life different in Harlem through your eyes? Just talking like from a kid perspective. If you could think about from back then, what was Harlem like to you?
See, I grew up in the era of the Alpos, the Rich Porters, the dudes that was getting money. Rich Porter, like I said, I'm from 134th and 8th Avenue. They live like right around the corner from me. So, Darnell Porter was one of my friends. Rich Porter brother who was
Yeah.
murdered
Peace to him. Yeah.
back in the days. Yeah. So
Wow, man. So we came up in some dangerous times, man, and for guys like ourselves to still be here to tell a story because, my good friend are not here no more to talk about some of these things. You know what I'm saying? My guy
yeah,
Carlton Hines uptown.
that was my guy too.
He that's right. We played together. In the summertime we'll go uptown and play with him. And he was a younger guy, but he had an old soul. And right after I left MCI, he was the next New York player to go up there, man, and do
Yeah, that was
well,
my
man.
guy.
So I miss
That was
him.
my guy too, from Calling Ave. I got family
Yeah.
over there too, so I used to be over there too.
Right. And I think I put up a post. That I shared it. I didn't create the post.
Yeah,
My guy from Hoops Post, he posts some things sometimes and he send me some things to
yeah,
put up. So I said I'll post it or whatever. And it was like I put the wrong address and guys was like, yo, hold on, fam.
yeah,
Like
because
his
they were
brother was
saying,
like, all right, cool, what
yeah,
you doing? But he's from here. And I
yo,
totally
because
respect that, man.
you
Carlton's
put
my
that
guy.
he was from Soundview.
Right.
Don't
And
ever
I was
do
like, that
that.
was his name, fam. It was
No. Yo, because that's where the whole thing stemmed from, like the whole beef from back in the day, Soundview, Calling Ave. Don't ever do that, man.
Oh, okay. So now,
Yeah,
so I done did, and I told my guy, I sent it back to him and I told him to change it. So I
yeah,
said, now before you put something up, send it to me, and I'm gonna check it first before I even put it up.
yeah.
You
All of this is
understand?
homework.
And
That's
that
it.
was them. So I appreciate all you guys for doing that, man. Thank you.
That's a fact.
No doubt. So look, let's talk about your younger years, right? Because you played with a lot of teams, brother. You've been around, right? Unlike a
Yeah,
lot of guys, they one-stop shop and they stayed there their whole lives. You got to see the whole spectrum from Menacing all the way down to Brooklyn, USA. How was that
yeah.
experience for you?
I started out in Minnesink with my god brother Kimani Williams, and Prince Shamgar's little brother,
Mm.
and we all played for Minnesink, which is like on Hump 42nd and Lenox. Played for my coach Sam and Slim Hawkins, bless his soul. So that's how we really played. And then we used to have a tournament called Little East. Tone Rosa had a tournament called Little East, and we used to play in there. And then I started playing with them. But then I think I was like maybe 13. Yeah, 13. About 13. Went over to Riverside. To go to the tryouts and all that stuff, playing and playing winning tournaments and everything. And how I got to Brooklyn, USA, I played against them in housing one year. I think I probably had about 30. Yeah,
Yo, hold on,
about
time
30.
out. I always like to pause people when they bring up the housing tournament.
Yeah.
How important was the housing tournaments to our development, man? And then you can go back to the story.
Housing was crazy though,
Housing.
man, because you played in your borough against all tough teams in your borough. Then you went to you got invited to, I think it was whatever that college downtown Brooklyn was. What's that college downtown
It's
Brooklyn?
St. Francis at LIU.
It's another one. It's a D3
New
school.
York Tech?
Yeah, New York Tech. Yeah, New York Tech.
Okay, got you.
We played in New York Tech. We lost in the championship by 1 point. We beat Brooklyn USA. Beat them. I had about 30 something, and my other man I had about 30 something. Like we was but see, the game was tough. Tough game. And who was coaching them at the time? I think Zig or Tip was coaching them at the time. So they always used to tell me, yo, come play with us. Come play with us, So I went and played a couple of tournaments and had fun, playing against certain dudes, build the relationships with a couple of dudes from Brooklyn.
That's real, man. Yo, my guy, Coach Slow, the producer, said my guy, Battling Grounds, live on
Oh
Legend.
that's my guy. I used to play against his uncle when I was young. His uncle was tough, man.
Yeah, definitely,
Uncle
definitely.
was tough. My man Nutter
Facts.
Butter was a tough animal, boy.
Yeah. Salute to my guy A Game as well.
Yeah, that's
He
my
said
guy
housing was
too.
classic. Yeah, man, housing
Yeah,
tournament.
super
Nutter Butter,
classic.
rest in peace. No
Yeah,
doubt.
man.
So when you was coming up, right, that whole scene, right, was you always like a walking bucket? Like I read a post one time, dude was like, Dykeman, nothing less than 25 here.
Dyke, I worked on my craft, man. Like, yo, I was one of those kids that I was always an underdog. So I used to go out in the snow, shoot in the snow, shoot in the rain. My mom just be like, boy, you is crazy. It's cold. It's F out there. I don't care. I just want to play. I want to get better. And that's just what it is. Like, I wanted to get better. And
Wow,
so
that's
every
good.
summer, I was adding things to my game. Every summer.
6'4" guard, strong. Yeah, it's tough. So now, first school you go to, right?
Yeah.
You get a sit down with Mr. Launch, right? What was that
Yeah.
conversation? We're going to talk about the first conversation he had about you going to All Hallows and what the excitement was before you knew what was new.
I graduated from IS 195. So then Mr. Lloyd was like, yo, look, you didn't play junior high school ball, but I got you a scholarship at All Hallows. I was like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, me being young,
Right,
foolish.
you don't realize how big that is. You just like,
Yeah, I'm young, foolish.
He's really,
Yeah.
literally setting you up. Like,
yeah. So I'm young, I'm foolish. I go there. I'm like this. Nah, this ain't it, man. Like, yo, I'm saying, yo, this is not it. Like, yo, because you gotta realize, I went to 195. It was nothing but girls there. You know what I'm saying? So that was my aura, man. Like, I was a young dude, curly hair, whatever. And I wanted to be around the girls, man. So I ain't thinking about the whole aspect of, the basketball thing. It's just like, yo, dude, I don't want to be around no bunch of dudes. Like, come on, man.
That's real talk. That's real.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So
that's crazy. That's crazy. So now, okay. So what was that conversation like?
Yo, it was crazy because yo,
like,
listen, I had mad love for Mr. Loyce, man. Whatever, all the stuff they got in the tabloids, whatever about him, whatever. Never was with me. You know what I'm saying? I had mad love for Mr. Loyce, but like that day we sat down, I'll never forget. We went to breakfast and we talked, and I was like, yo, this ain't it. He's like, oh, yo, you're being a knucklehead. Like, I have it set up for you to go to this school to do better. And I was just like, yo, this is not it. It's not going to do it for me. So he was like, all right, so what you want to do? I said, well, I'll try the public school thing. If the public school thing working for me or whatever the case may be, that's what I'm going to do. He said, all right, whatever. So, I think that year was 93. Yeah, 93, my first year of high school. So went I filled up. I went to school, and I think maybe 2 or 3 months later, that's when I got locked up for something that happened prior. And I was supposed to serve 10 years, but I got it to where I had they sent me to a detention upstate in Tryon, New York. So I wound up going to Tryon. Got out, wanted to start over again. So came back to Brandeis. Tried out for the team. Coaches was hating, as usual. We got our star player, which was my man JaVale. He was JaVale Naismith, all-city player in New York City. He was good. But at the end of the day, I'm looking at all these other players, and I'm like, I'm better than them. Like, you know what I'm saying? So he's like, yeah, play JV and whatever. Then next year we'll give it a go. Okay, no problem. Went to JV, tore it up, did my thing. Then he tried to bring me in.
Hold on. You ain't do your thing. You averaged 25 points. And I tell people, anything over 20, doing it on a consistent basis, you doing some kind of work. And you did this, playing JV in the right age. Not like you was ringing.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
a fact.
So that's just real. This is real talk right there, man. Like now, at that point, right? You averaging 25. You seeing the big picture now. Are you thinking like, damn, big time D1 NBA? Are the dreams starting to happen?
Yeah, the dreams are still there, but my mindset was still in the street. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was a young kid. You know what I'm saying? I was a kid that was getting money, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was in the street for real. Like, I wasn't like none of these kids, starving. Even though I had a mother that worked in the hospital field for 40-some years, there's a lot of stuff she couldn't afford that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So, I was out here doing what I was doing. So.
And that's honest. And that's being honest. That's being honest. And the decisions, right? Because there's going to be some young guys probably in your position right now thinking, now what decision shall I make, right? And hopefully after this interview, they'll know the right choices they'll have to make. Now, it's still going to have to be on them.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You just want to give them an option.
Each one teach one.
That's it. So now, do you think with that situation that got you ousted out of Brandeis, right? Could that have been prevented when you look back at it?
It kind of it was crazy because it all happened like, the kids stole somebody's sneakers and I was laughing because the person's sneakers he stole was my boy joint. So I'm laughing. My boy tuned them up. So the next day I come to school. I'm going to science class. It's like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning. I got an early class. I'm surrounded by like 10 Dominican dudes, like 10. So, they take a swing, whatever. I snuff one. So they got me outnumbered. So I jumped down the stairs. I said, I'll be back. Came back with my crew. They running, we chasing them, whatever. Boom. Later on that day, I had a little girlfriend. You know how you do. You chill after school with your girlfriend. Y'all be doing your little ones and twos, after school. So I see the dude. She's like, yo, babe, the dude that, I'm like, yeah, that's him. So we run down on him. And, one thing led to another. Somebody got cut. And that was just that. So actually, I didn't actually get kicked out of Brandeis. My mother was like, you got to get out of there because you're a different type of breed and I already know what's going to happen. So she was like, yo, what is this going to be, like an everyday thing? Like you're going to be fighting and stabbing or doing whatever you do every day? And I was just like, you got a point. So at the time, I started playing with a team called St. Mark's, who transitioned into Abyssinian with my coach Lex and Turtle. And
hold on. Talking about again. Yo, so I had John on the show, my guy, last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
he talks about Coach Turtle. Now, I go to Harlem, I go to Rucker, I go to the Gaucho Gym, and I go to 145th, right there in Lenox.
Yeah.
I go to the old boys yesterday because I'm doing my rounds.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's this old man in the park working out with these two young men. And I have no idea who he is. So I go over and I said, excuse me, sir, do you mind if I film over here? It's like, cool. I said, by the way, my name is Glenn Harding. I got a basketball show. They basketball heads. He was like, well, I'm Coach Turtle. I said, you're the legendary Coach Turtle. Sat down, gave me some time, gave about 5 minutes of his time. I videotape it. It's up on YouTube right now. The people he talked about that he helped along his way, and he started coaching at 14.
Turtle coach pros, man. Legit pros.
He said it. Yeah, I was just like blown away.
Legit pros.
So salute to Coach Turtle, a New York City legend.
Definitely.
Wow. So look, bro, even with all the stuff that you was getting into, you always came back to the basketball.
Yeah.
So that's how I know you're a real one for real.
That's a fact.
Because you could have stayed.
So
it was easy for you to stay away from the game.
Yeah, it definitely was. But you know, I looked at basketball as an outlet, and you know, it was fun. It was real fun, man. At the time, like I see in the '90s, you know, '90s, everybody was playing, everybody was having fun. There wasn't none of this stuff that you go to parks now where dudes are shooting up the parks and, you know, where the kids be at. Well, we wasn't having none of that, man, because you always had the OGs who was either getting money or, you know, running the show. They wasn't playing that, man. Like, you ain't bringing that nonsense in our hood, man. And if you did, you was getting dealt with.
Facts. We needed to take our streets back, man.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. Take our kids back at that.
For sure. Yeah. So what are some of the things that Coach Turtle helped you out with?
Well, yeah, you know, he told me this is the initial thing. Like, this is how I met Coach Major from that, you know, went Coach at Robeson. So Mage was trying to Mage
connect, yo.
That's my guy.
Man. It's my guy.
Definitely. Yeah. So Mage was actually trying to get me to come to Robeson. But I was like, yo, Mage, I mess with you, but that joint is kind of too far, bro. For me to be waking up.
It probably would have changed everything, though. Because them guys at Robeson were kind of built like, you know what I'm saying? Them guys, you know, street dudes as well. But I think you would have fit right into that joint, man.
Yeah, because, yo, listen, at the time, they had 10 Division I players, man, on their team. And all of them was my friends. Like Phil Grant, that's my man to this day. Wow. Alan Griffin, those are my guys to this day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it was just too far, man. So I was trying to go to Kennedy in the Bronx. Trying to go there.
Yes.
Yeah, I was trying to go there. But they was telling me, oh, it's kind of too late. So I started school. When I came back, I started school like October. I didn't get into King until like October because I was trying to go in September. So, you know, you had to go through all the education stuff. So I went and they was like, yo, we got to school you. And I was like, what school? They was like, we're going to send you to Martin Luther King. So I was like, oh, word? All right, cool. My best friend went there. I knew a couple other people that went there, you know. And plus I used to play in the projects next to it on 64th and Amsterdam. So, you know, the transition was cool. So I got there. They had tryouts. First day, it was a Friday. Did my thing. Then they had another tryout on a Saturday. Did my thing. They cut me. I was like, what? I'm looking at the players and I'm like, nah, it's no way in hell. I said, nah. So this is what I did. Every day I played against these dudes in gym, I cut they ass. I didn't care who it was, killing them every day. Till the coach was like, yo, my man, matter of fact, my man Kev Morris, star player, was like, yo, coach want to talk to you. So what the fuck you want to talk to me about? He cut me. Said, yo, just go talk to the nigga. I was like, all right, Coach John. Talking to John, he's like, yo, we got practice and a scrimmage. We scrimmage against Lincoln that same day. So we had a little practice, and then we played Lincoln. Did well in the scrimmage. So he was like, yo, you want a team? You want a team now? Cool. So I'm doing my thing through the whole season. I averaged like 10 points, probably like 11 rebounds. Was doing my thing. We had fun. That was a fun season. Like we went to Vegas. Played in.
What years was this when you came?
I was there from what was that? 94 to 98.
What were you there? Oh, okay, so you came the year after they won the chip.
Yeah, came the year after. Those are my guys. So you know all the guys like. My man Jamal Hunter, he's from my way.
What is your coach name?
Coach Johnson, Dave Johnson.
Okay, now I need to get him on the show, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Nobody knows where he at, man.
We need to find. Let me explain something to you. Here's the connection. Your coach went to Lincoln.
Yeah.
He tried out for 4 years straight, and my coach cut him. This is crazy.
Wow.
Then years later, beat my coach in the city championship.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I talk to my coach about this all the time. He just couldn't. You never remember. Coach never remember the guys they cut. You know.
They never do. They never do.
So I told him. I said, Coach, and I forwarded him. It's on YouTube. I thought, like, Coach, watch this. And the guy said, yo, I got cut from Lincoln 4 years straight. So it was just something magical about that game. Steph wasn't going to win back-to-back. That just wasn't going to happen. That motivated him for 95.
Yeah. Because he went, yo, listen, I commend Steph, man, because every year he was there. Every year he played against a dog guard, man. Like every year he played against a guard that was just an animal, man. Like, and who was the guard for Kennedy for King that was giving the business? Oh, Jamal Hunter.
Jamal Hunter. We need to track him down.
Jamal Hunter.
Brother,
yeah.
I watched these games. Was at the game. But I didn't realize the significance of it till years later, till I'm doing this show. It's a lot of things. I played the game. I've been around. It's a lot of things I'm just finding out being involved with my show. So,
yeah. Man. And you know what's crazy though? King beat a Tilden team, a tough Tilden team. So he would have been having to play against crazy guard. Even if Tilden would have won, it would have been Ed Cota against Stephon Marbury. And Ed was giving everybody hell that year.
Hey, that guy, hold on. What's your guy name again? I'm going to write his name down. What's the guard name again?
Who's that?
The guard from King that played against Steph.
Oh, Jamal Hunter.
Jamal Hunter. Because I want to make sure.
Jamal Hunter. Hunter,
yeah. Got you.
Yeah.
I want to make sure some way I get a conversation with this guy because, we hear about the coders, right? Stephon Marbury, right? It should be Jamal Hunter, right? Because that's how you get to that upper echelon of New York guards.
Yeah.
You just don't get by yourself. You got to go through some things, brother. This is New York City of guards. New Guard City.
That's a fact. It's
That's
always been
crazy.
that way.
Yo,
Even in
you
your
just blew my
even
mind.
in your era, man. Even in your era, it's always been
Yeah,
tough guards.
it was crazy. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I seen some stuff, man. I see some stuff, and I try to be a fan still and go out and enjoy the new era of basketball. And I'm really starting to get back into it because I
Yeah.
missed out on some years, and the game is changing right now, and I think it needs more of us. I think a lot of us has benefited from these games, for the game of basketball, and it took us away from the game. It's crazy, right? As much as we were in the game, a lot of us are not involved in the game as more. And I hear a lot of older guys talk about the game, and I'm like, yo, if y'all want to talk right, start teaching it.
Yeah, because I'll be looking at some of the trainers and it's just
But they
bad. Like
winning
the
because
thing
there's no teaching going on in coaching, man.
that yeah,
Like
that's you absolutely right because these coaches is like, all right, here's basketball. Go out there, do what you gotta do, and you're not teaching these kids the right way. It's not, you telling them, oh yeah, go out there and get 40. But he getting 40 and his man getting 40. That's not basketball, man. Like, and I love New York City basketball, and I just sit there and I'll be like, dang, what happened? The internet happened. Because you got all these kids, they on the internet, and I'll be watching some of their highlights. Okay, you make 1,000 good moves to the bucket. All right, you score. Where's the defense at? Where's the video we're showing this guy that you killing or supposed to be killing going back at you? And how did you stop this guy? They never show that. They just want to show bits and pieces.
End result.
Yeah.
Trust me. I said it's the conspiracy to kill a game. This is why, and this, brother, I'm telling you, I'm like a Dave Chappelle conspiracy theorist. Real talk.
That's why
so many things in this basketball and the way it's going down now. I think they really want to destroy the game.
Yeah, that's why I love my era because it didn't like the dude from ISA used to say, "Come with your game, not your name."
Facts.
All the time.
Facts.
All the time. Come with your game, not your name. It don't matter if you playing at Oak Hill, don't matter if you playing at this school. Yo, my era, I seen dudes who was the #1 player in the country get demolished by a dude that's top 15.
Yes.
I come from a great era, man. Like tournaments, like the AAU tournaments was crazy. Like we had Slam Jam in California, crazy tournament. We had all the Adidas tournaments in Vegas, crazy.
Y'all era where the sneaker company was coming in crazy. Like,
yeah.
We in my era, you get a free pair of sneakers, you was like king of the world, like one pair. Like
that's a
you
fact.
walk away with 10 pair good. Now, brothers, I see young dudes who not even own anything. They got room full of sneakers from these sneaker companies.
Yeah. Like, and plus, we had all the good camps too. Like we had ABCD, we had Nike, we had 5-star. Not the first 5-star. See, a lot of people get mixed up. You go to first 2 sessions. No, the sessions when you get on a plane and they take you out there. Where they take you out there. Or you go to the last session, which is in August, and then you kill in that one. They invite you to pit 2, where they put you on a plane and you flying out to wherever. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? Then we had there was this other camp, another joint in Jersey that was crazy. Like everything was just crazy in my era, and I love my era, man. I love my era of basketball, man, because
definitely.
Like nothing was given.
Right.
You had to earn it.
So with saying that, who else did you bust to let you know you was one of the top guys in the city for real?
I mean, I went at I can't say I bust one dude ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went at everybody. Like, everybody knew what it was. I was coming to play. Like, it wasn't no games with me. Like, yeah, Eastern Invitational. Yeah, that's one of the tournaments. Fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was going at everybody. I didn't care what number you was ranked. I didn't care about none of that. Like, I was giving it to you. Like, I was coming at you. You coming at me, I'm coming at you. That's just what it is. Ain't no friendship shit. That's the problem with nowadays I have. You know, everybody want to be friends. We can be friends later. Let's be friends later. I don't want to be your friend now. We're not going to get a sunny do after the game if you bust my ass. We're not doing none of that. You know what I'm saying? That's the era I come from.
Listen, J.R. Reed, #1 player in the country, 5-star. Everybody know he's going to North Carolina sooner or later. Big dude on campus. Well, snappy head kid, skinny, light-skinned kid from by ways of Brooklyn, Queens, kicked his ass the whole camp.
Should be like that.
And his name was Lloyd Daniels.
Lloyd was a bad motherfucker.
but since his background and the packages that he came with, they didn't make him #1 player in America after that. They still kept J.R. Reed the #1 player. Even
That's crazy.
Sweet Pea went down there and toasted his ass.
That's crazy. Sweet Pea's a bad motherfucker.
How about this? Ross Strickland goes around the country, kicks all the guards' ass around the country. He was like, I'm not going to last session a 5-star. I'm chilling. Well, you won't become McDonald All-American.
That's how they was, man. That's how golfing them was, man.
And I know what you was about to say at first before you switched it to language, fam, because I'm saying it in my mind.
That's how golfing them was. Yeah.
Facts. If you don't go through their doors.
Listen, golfing them is good peoples. I got jerked out of an all-star game. I'm going to tell you straight like this.
Tell me about it.
Yo, listen, you know how at camp, you know, dudes be playing around and doing all types of stuff, sneaking in their room, hitting you with water balloons and all crazy stuff. So I'm in my joint. I'm in my room, sleep. I wake up. I got a condom with shaving cream next to my face. Oh, what?
I don't play those games.
I don't play those type of games. Where I'm from, I don't care about now. I'm like, basketball? I don't care about that. I want to get to the nitty gritty of this. Who did it? What's up? I'm on that type of time. Sure enough, found out who did it, handle my business. Golfing them is like, oh, you can't bring this thug stuff to the. Listen, where I'm from, I don't play those type of games. I don't know what y'all allowing here. Not here, not for me. So y'all can do what y'all want to do. If y'all want to send me home, that's cool. I'm no problem. Nah, you're a talented player. We want to keep you here, whatever. You know, the BS, whatever. Come to find out, that's why I didn't make the All-Star team. Because of a little fight. Our coach told me.
They didn't take it to the fact that you was sleeping already. They didn't take to the fact that you was getting your mind together to play. It wasn't like you was out there running around, right?
Yeah. I was having fun in 5-star, man.
Right? You away from home. As kids, they don't have no idea what's going through the minds of a youngster.
Yeah.
And to take the whole thing into perspective, be like, wow, this guy was in his room at the time he was supposed to be getting ready, and this happens. He wakes up like that. We understand.
Yeah. So, you know, it was just crazy. Like, you know, like I always said, I always been the underdog, man. And it was always cool with me because everybody who they felt was better, I wound up turning out to be better.
Mm. And those guys, trust me, they know. Those who don't know. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because, yo, I'm going to be honest with you. A lot of dudes after high school and college, I didn't see them in street ball. I didn't see them no more. some guys stop playing ball. Like they just stop. I don't know if it was the mental thing from college, playing for a coach that just made them don't want to play basketball no more. I don't know. Like I just stopped seeing a lot of guys that I used to play against all the time. So,
well, I know. I definitely went through that. I choosing the wrong program for my game at the time, but I had a great college life. You get what I'm saying? And I kind of went another direction into music, right? Played West Fourth, Rucker a little bit, but when N1 came around, I got ghosts. I stayed focused into the music and was doing something else, and I began coaching because I saw the game going into a different direction. We'll go out to California every now and again to play and come back, and it was just like, damn, I can't go out here to the Drew League and then come back and want to play some N1 shit. I can't do that. And it's not a knock to N1. It was just going in a different direction. And everybody was just on that.
See, you know what's crazy? Everybody look at the N1 stuff, talking about the tricks and all this other stuff. The guys that started it, they was about tricks, but they can really play basketball.
I know. I'm just talking about where the system was taking the game. This is not a knock toward the players, because a lot of those guys are my guys, and I respect those guys.
I seen Shane give Stephon Marbury 40 in Rucker. All mid-range. And Steph is like elite. All mid-range. You know what I'm saying? Killing them. No tricks. I'm not doing no tricks. You talking all this, stop the trick stuff. I'm not doing no tricks. I'm killing you. Mid-range. Side to side. Boom, boom, boom. Jumper. Getting by you. Dishing it to the man. Shane was killing him.
Yo, we had a great interview last week, man. I think I had to be my longest interview. I think we was on here for like 3 hours. Yo.
Yeah. That boy Shane got enough knowledge of basketball.
Facts.
Enough knowledge of basketball, man. He been around, man.
So as now we figuring out, we going into the years, our later years of Martin Luther King, and you start to go to those camps. Was any letters coming in because of those camps?
Yeah, I was getting a lot of mid-major letters. I had Providence, Hofstra, LIU, Florida International. Let's see. University of Portland State at the time. I had one letter from UNLV, but everybody's always on the list. You know how them letters is. You know what I'm saying? You know how everybody be on the list. So.
And when it came time, right? You get your senior year, you figuring out. At any moment, did you figure out like, damn, I need to get my grades up, or was just all about ball? But that wasn't in the back of your mind.
Yeah, because
for my first 2 years, I kind of shit.
My last year, due to the fact of me being incarcerated or whatever, I was trying to get that year back. So PSL did some corny stuff. I got all the documentation, whatever, and they was just like, nah. So I was like, all right, cool. So I wound up going to an alternative school.
Come out. So you could have legally reclass.
Yeah.
What they doing now?
Yeah.
You think about that. Like, you think about that shit. Like, they didn't let you legally reclass.
Yeah. I'll be thinking about that. It's crazy like how it is now. Like they let all these kids reclass. And when I did it, due to my circumstance, they was like, nah, no. So I wound up going to an alternative school. I played in the alternative league. I played at this school called Westside High, where we played against schools like Redirection, Bronx Regional.
Like Fez Academy. Remember Fez Academy back in the days?
Yeah. schools like that. So me and my partner from high school, my man cross country, Damian Daniels, me and him went over there, tore it up. But we just couldn't beat that Bronx regional team because, you know, they had a bunch of younger dudes and older dudes. Let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
Right. Some
you
of
know,
those older dudes, yo.
yeah, younger dudes and older dudes. But I'm probably I might be the only kid from that type of school to still receive a king diploma. Because that's the way I set it up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's the,
So
yeah.
when it all kind of worked out, right? And you had to, you know, pass up on those schools to go to FIT. What was that like? And then talk about the Westchester experience as well.
Well, at first I didn't want to go to I was FRT wasn't a plan at first. I was trying to go to prep school. I had Laurenburg and I had a couple other schools that my godfather at the time, bless his soul, Earl Manigault, was trying to get me into.
Rest in peace, definitely, man. Wow.
So he was trying to get me into these schools. So when he passed away, it kind of like the schools were still like calling, like, yo, do you still want to come or whatever. So, you know, I sat down with my mom's and my mom's, you know, she's like, yo, just go to college, man. Get all this reclassification stuff, you know, because she was basically learning on the fly by about certain things. So she was just like, yo, just go to school. And my AAU coach, Kev Jackson from AIM High,
Kev,
you know, he was an assistant coach at FIT. So that made the transition easy for me. So he was like, yo, bring your ass with me. You can't tell me no. So we wound up going undefeated the whole season. We lost all our games was outside the region.
Wow.
So we went 34-0 in the region. Here's where it happens. My coach at the time, he wants to run a practice of 3 big men. I was a small forward, and we had 2 big men. My man Jamel Coachman and my man Eric Emerson. I wound up tweaking my back. Before we go to the region. So I really don't have no lateral movement, nothing. Like, yo, I was done. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really move. I couldn't dunk. I couldn't do nothing. So we won our first game. We played, I think, Suffolk West, because back then they had like Suffolk East, Suffolk West, whatever. That it was crazy in our region. So we wound up beating them. We blew them out. Then we lost to Monroe. I was done. I couldn't make no moves, whatever. It was finished. So, you know, lost to them. A team we beat all year long. Tight. Who wound up winning it that year? Sullivan. We smoked Sullivan.
Yeah. A lot of my guys went out there too. Yep.
Yo, listen, we smoked Sullivan. We played Sullivan, smoked them. My boy Andre Rivera.
Yes.
Player of the year, All-American. Was dogging all the guards in the conference.
Wow.
Yeah. We had a crew, man. We went 34-0 through the whole region, man. Yeah, so I wound up leaving there. I was kind of disappointed. You know, I love Kev. Kev thought I was mad at him all these years. I'm trying to tell Kev, like, no, I was mad at Rippy because, you know, you didn't have to have that practice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really didn't have to have it because all we needed was a little walkthrough. Cause
needed some recovery time. Your body needed some recovery time.
Because I'm pretty sure, and I know for a fact, if I was 100%, we'd have ran through that whole tournament. Plus, my other man got hurt. He wound up tearing his ACL, I think. My boy John Riddick. Yeah, wound up tearing his ACL. Like, yo, we was destined. We listen, I'm gonna tell you that year we would have won the whole thing. We went on to the region. We won. It would have been nobody that could beat us, man. That year, we would have won the whole thing.
That's crazy. I think I saw Kev yesterday down at Tillery as well. Yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, my man, ref.
What up?
Look.
What up, E?
Yo, my man E saying, leave Rippy alone. Nah, man, Rip messed that whole wreck up, man. Whole wreck up. And you know what's crazy? Like, Rip used to always, like, we had certain players with certain talent that can really dribble the ball. So he always, some coaches got that old school mindset that if you're a certain size, you got to play the post. Nah, the game is changing. Because I came in as a slasher. My favorite shot is I shoot the ball off the glass, 3, 2, off the glass, or I might dunk on you. So that was my favorite thing. So, you know what I'm saying? And Kevin used to tell him, like, yo, stop trying to keep him on the box because that's not his game. He can play the box. Oh, yeah. If I got a smaller guard on me, I'm going to the box. If I got a guy that's 6'9", clumsy feet, we're going to dance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to come out here.
I'm so happy. I used to hear dudes, because I went from 5'8" to 6'6".
Yeah.
Right? To 6'4", then I grew 2 more inches. But my coach kept me at the guard position. So when I was running to other dudes, as like your position you play, and you're like 6'4" center. You're like, damn.
Yo, and that's what I'm gonna be honest with you.
High school. And you don't know a lot of these coaches don't know.
You never that's what hurt a lot of dudes' games, man. It hurt a lot of dudes' games because when they got to college, you started seeing, like, when they go to these big programs, you started seeing, like, the stuff you doing in high school, you can't do that when you got trees that's athletic and they punching your shit half court and they starting to fast break and you looking like, damn, all 4 years I played the center. For what?
Listen, I'm telling my little cousin right now, my little cousin, one of the top 8th graders. I'm telling you, God. I said, yo, you have a knack. I said, you have a gift. Because you have a knack to always be around the ball. That's a talent, right?
Yeah, that's a very talent.
I'm going to tell you, if you don't work on these certain skills, you're going to hit a ceiling.
Yeah.
Right? Especially for New York guards. When we go out of town and we go to all these places, they're like, okay, he can't shoot zone.
Yeah.
Then what do you do now? Because you ain't driving between 5 people.
But you know what's crazy? G, I tell these kids now, like, yo, when I see certain kids and they at a certain height, I tell them all the time, stop going so deep. You got to make the defense honest. Hit a couple of mid-range shots.
Yes. Yeah, gotta start there.
And once they start, once they start coming at you, then that's when you start dancing around them and doing what you do or diamond or whatever. But these kids are so stuck in design with this 3-point, this step to the side thing, to look cute. That's what's tearing our game up, man.
If you walk really everybody do the same move. Everybody do the same move. Here you go. They get the ball. I swear to you, it's like this. It's bam, bam, step here, shoot. Bam, bam, step here, shoot. Everybody, and I'm a defensive guy. I'm like, yo, fam, you know how easy that is to catch on your game because you know when it's coming?
That's like, I'm playing against my son, 1-on-1. My son is like 6'4". He's 6'4" now.
Okay.
He's doing all the same things. His favorite player is Jason Tatum. All that, the sidestep stuff.
Yes.
He's doing all that. Every time he do it, I just take it out of his hand. He's like, yo, how you keep stealing the ball from me? I said, because that's not an initial move.
Right. They doing it. That's the first. That's not even a reaction move. They doing that just off the rip.
Yeah. I said, that's not an initial move. I said, let me show you what an initial move is. Triple threat, jab step, step back, going to the hole. So he's looking at me like, yo, but I'm like, you need to really work on your game. Because stop, I was always told, stop watching NBA players.
Yeah.
Watch college games.
Yeah.
Because that's where you're going to be at.
Yes. That's
all
so
the time.
Real. That's so real, man.
So when I was coming up, I'm a Laker fan, but I barely watch NBA that much. I always watch the college basketball. Big East, Big Ten, ACC. Those was like the games that I always wanted to, especially in the Big East. Like that era of basketball, oh my God, man.
Yo, that was must-watch TV. And let me tell you, I didn't watch NBA games. The first NBA game I've ever watched from beginning to end, 1980, the Magic Johnson Championship, right? LA Championship against the Sixers. And, I would watch it every now and again. But remember, I'm coming from the baseball world. Things a little bit slower.
Yeah.
And I was like, these dudes making all their shots. Watching a pro game back then, it was totally different, right?
Yeah.
Like,
because they took their time. They took their time to hit shots.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know what it was, bro? They knew the game.
Yes.
They you know what I'm saying? They didn't force shots. They stayed within their game. They wasn't if you knew, see, the thing is back then, if they knew there was a 3-point shooter, they had 3-point shooters that shoot it. If you was a mid-range going to the basket type of guy, then you had those type of guys. Then you had shot blocking guys. You had all type of guys. You know what I'm saying? That's how the teams were designed. Now, the teams ain't designed like that no more. They just, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You might got 2 or 3 players that's, go for what you know. It's crazy, man. The way basketball has evolved, man.
What up, BG? Says salute to
that's my guy. That's my guy, man. Me and him put plenty of years of pain on that court.
Let me know when the next game's out. LES Express. I want to come out and support. I know I can't bring your picture, but I got to come and cover the whole tournament. Need to do that. For sure.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you, my brother. My man said me and my man cross country. Thank you, my brother.
Wow. See? Look at that.
Yeah.
My God. So, after you left FIT, you went to Westchester, correct?
I took a semester off at Melshawn Jr. So I was chilling,
okay.
Doing a little working thing for a little while, and then I actually my man who was it? My man Monster, Terrell Kelly, and Fred Neal from Gauchos. I always had a great relationship with him. He was actually trying to get me to go to a school in Arizona called College of the Desert, where my boy my boy Sidney played that. My boy Magic played that, and I was definitely trying to go there. So I was getting calls on them all the time. But something happened. I can't remember what happened offhand. So then my boy Cross was at Westchester. And he was like, yo, they're having a workout. Come up there. So I went up there to the workout. Did my thing. Killed.
As usual, as you should.
Yeah. And, yo, the coach, Nick, he was like, yo, I need a player like you, boy. Like, what's up? It's not too far, whatever. You come up here. I said, all right, I'm going to give it a shot, see what's up. So, I kind of prolonged it because I'm not even going to lie to you. I was trying to go to school in California. You know what I'm saying? I had a couple of schools in California. My other coach from Young, Brian Griffin from Nike One.
Okay.
He had a couple Yeah, he had a couple of schools for me in California. So I was thinking about, going to California. So, but then, Coach Nick talked to me. He was like, yo, listen, man, I understand you the type of player you want, but look, I want you here. I call you every day, which is a fact. He was calling me every day. He wanted me there. So he's like, yo, your son is up here. You don't want to go somewhere 1,000 miles, whatever. So I was like, I bet. So, me and my kid
Smart
moms, we
coach.
talked it over.
He knew how to get
Yeah,
you.
we
That's
talked
right.
it
Hey,
over.
you just had to
And
stop.
I was like,
That's real. Yeah.
we talked to me and my son moms talked it over. And, she was like, yo, just go. So I was like, all right, cool. So I went to Westchester. First semester, I was going to sit out another year. I was going to sit out another year, but Coach Nick kind of like came to me like, yo, look, dudes fell off. I need you.
Shane
So
went through the same situation. Guys fell off the team and left him in the role. He just took it and never gave it back. He said,
I say, yo, all right, cool, coach, I'm with it. So by that time, you had me, Corey Underwood, my man Shane Gatson, my man Craig Taylor. I had another dude named Kurt Moore, white boy, had like a 40-something inch vertical,
dang.
360s in the game, backwards dunks on alley oops. You name it, Kurt was catching it anyway. You throw it up there, he going to get it.
Mm.
Who else we had? Couple other players that just, sprinkled around. And, we wound up winning. You know what I'm saying? We lost the Globe like 2 times that year.
Wow.
Then
That's
we
crazy.
wound up beating them. We beat Monroe. So I got my get back. Talk my talk.
That's
Yeah,
right. That's right.
you know what I'm saying? I said, yeah, I'm 100% now, coach.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? I'm
Yo, we gonna
100%
make some
now.
noise for that right there. That's real talk. We gonna make some noise for right there.
You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gonna catch me 2 times in a row lacking, baby.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lose you. I'm not gonna lose you twice.
Right,
So
right.
then we beat Globe, shocked everybody. Globe was, we gonna smack them, we gonna beat them, whatever. Yeah, okay. We wound up beating them.
Mm.
We go to the region. The first we played, I think it was Hagerstown, not Hagerstown. One of them teams out there. I had spoke to Mr. Lloyd before I left, and he was like,
And
"Yo,
listen,
listen."
let me say something. Let me say this something to you, bro. And I wanted to say this earlier. That's how you know Mr. Lawrence is the real one. I'm a Master Square Bronco dude. My coach allows to play for
Oh,
Riverside.
that's my dude. You talking about Doc? I played for Doc. I played Doc for a little while too, man.
That's
Doc was my
Doc.
guy.
Doc
Doc,
Maselli's my guy.
that's my guy. Greg Lloyd. That was
Doc,
my
man.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Melshawn, I'm gonna tell you something right here, right?
yeah.
That
That's my
boy.
guy. You know what I used to call Doc? Dusty Rhodes.
Shut up.
That was
If you
my
gotta know, I'm a big wrestling guy. I know definitely.
that was
That's
my
my
guy. That call that you should call that play ice cream. You know what time it is,
Yes,
baby.
yes. Bronco for life. That's right.
That's a fact. That was my
If you
guy.
ask a dude, say he play with Broncos, he don't know ice cream, he ain't play with Broncos.
You ain't a real Bronco. That's a fact.
We all ran that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mousy McFadden all down.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say is the fact that Mr. Lawrence stayed cool with you after you messed that situation up at Ohio's because you didn't want to go there, right? Because usually you cut players off.
Yeah. Yo, listen, let me explain something to you. Lois was mad at me a couple of times, man.
But
anytime I played for,
stood by you. He stood by you.
anytime I, yeah, that's a fact. Anytime I played for another AAU team, he was mad. Especially if we're in the same tournament.
Right.
Seen him in Slam Jam. He's like, what are you doing out here? I was calling you. What was you calling me for? I hope it wasn't no local tournaments because I'm out here. I've been in Vegas and I played in whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, but Lloyd was always good to me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, always stayed in my corner. You know, I got in trouble or whatever. He was there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Good people. And like I said, I don't care what everybody else say. Oh, he was this. He touched people. I don't care about that. He never did it. He never did it to me. I never seen it with my own two eyes. So you know what I'm saying? I don't judge no man. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Allah has to judge that man. That's it.
Who we? And I always say this, right? Because us black folks is good for this, right? We'll wave the flag, right? 1 minute. Oh, he's in our corner. He's helping our kids. And as soon as somebody hear something, it's like whatever they did, they just diminish everything that they've done. You don't know.
Man, listen.
I've had over 100 and something interviews on here. You don't know how many ball players that came through Riverside, Gauchos, Madison Square Broncos. And not even talking about Broncos. There was never no rumors. But Gauchos and Riverside, who God said, you know what? Yeah, I know what they said. Gee, that shit ain't happening with me. These guys is in my corner, come to my house, give me money when I need it, feed me when I need to be fed.
Yeah, keep your lights on, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes know what time it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, they could talk bad about. I don't know what went on in Gauchos. I don't care about what went on in Gauchos. I wasn't a Gaucho kid. I was a Hawk. So it don't matter what was going on over there. Whatever was happening over there, that's their business. Riverside, that's what I'm about. Never seen it with my own two eyes. I don't know nothing about it. So that's just what it is.
And we want to keep some positivity on these men's names because, listen, Gaucho's been around since 1967, Riverside since the 70s, right? This has got history, and it's still around, helping black kids.
And that's just, if you think about it, how many kids they done put through college? That's black and Hispanic.
Yes, facts.
That kept them off the street. Now, if you went into the street, that's on you. That's on you. That was your choice that you decided, I'm gonna be a street dude.
Yeah.
I got friends that I play with at Riverside. Some is in Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? Some is producers somewhere. You know, they doing what they do, having a great life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
People know Melshawn Scott for kicking ass on the court. That's the first thing people gonna say. They gonna say, yeah, son, all the negative stuff. How you got known, how I know about you, how people in New York City and around the country know about you.
From that pill.
It's because of this. I don't care. I tell people, I had, Richie Parker on the show. Yo, fam, we ain't talking about that. I don't care about that.
And that's my man.
I get guys
that's my man.
In my DM, yo, G, she asks dudes the tough questions sometimes. I know Duke did such and such. I said, Duke, I ain't doing that block. I'm not doing that. Y'all can do that.
Yeah, because
there's so many other negative stuff you can hear about Duke.
At the end of the day, nobody was there but that young lady, Rich, and whoever else was there. And I know the true story. If you, first of all, at the end of the day, if you're a real one and you grew up in that era and Rich was your man, you know the true story. And that's my man. And I know my man ain't got a bone in him to do nothing like that. So all them dudes that's just saying that, you won't say it to his face.
Facts, facts. And I told him, I said, yo, Rich, we're never doing that. I'm never.
Yeah.
It's so many things that we know. I saw Lloyd the other day. I said, fam, yesterday I went to his game, watch his kids play. Yo, G, I'm gonna do it. I said, yo, fam, let me explain something to you. All your fears, do you think I'm gonna talk about? I ain't talking about none of that shit. They can hear that somewhere else. We here to celebrate you, fam. That's why I'm
That's
here
a
watching
fact.
your kids play. I'm not here about none of that, fam. I don't care what nobody say. And nobody can
Yeah.
get me to see that.
That's a
No,
fact.
not doing that. Basketball heads is gonna stand for something at the end of the day. We're gonna stand for something that's right, and we're gonna do the right thing and give guys their flowers.
And
Right?
that's all you can do,
And
my
I tell
brother.
the story, yo, fam. I'm coming from a game one day. Got my basketball in my hand, and I had my Sunny Do iced tea. And short, skinny dude was like, yo, son, come in. I said, oh, shit, 50. Not the rapper, the gangster.
50 Cent, the
And
gangster.
he's like, yo, come here. He's like, yo, Slim, you nice, man. I just finished watching you playing. Who knew? I didn't know. I seen him rob people in the middle of my games. I don't know. I'm not looking for that. And real talk, in the middle of my game one time, he snatched a girl earrings and was like, now you can tell people I robbed you. And he did it in front of everybody. So,
Yeah.
but he just told me, he said, yo, Slim, keep it that ball, man, because, yo, you nice, man. Yo, you got something, man. He said, you see them niggas over there? Don't be like them. Dudes over there
Now,
shooting dice.
now that's a real one.
He went and robbed the dice game. Look back. It was like, I told you it was pussy, Slim. Go ahead. And every time I see him, he give me love. Like, yo, my brothers was locked up doing 24 at the time. Yo, bro, that's just meant a lot to me.
Yeah, that's gangster.
Went and robbed the dice game, right? And I'm like, yo, go ahead, man.
Yo,
You good.
they was different back then, man. That's why I say, you know what I'm saying?
Crazy, man. Crazy, yo.
Different type of
Crazy
era,
world.
man.
Now, listen, brother. Now, I want you to walk me through this St. Augustine situation. Because, like I told you, I'm a conspiracy theorist to the fifth power. I know the things that be going on.
All right,
Something
cool.
went on with me during my injury that I never really even talk about. But let's walk us through it, fam.
All right. Originally I wasn't supposed to go to St. Aug. I had a couple of D2 schools that I was really interested in me. I really wanted to go to. I was thinking about going to Bridgeport at the time. Like I went up there, worked out, had a good workout with them, a
Hold on.
couple of joints.
This my man, Lambershell.
Yeah, yeah,
Lambershell. You know what I'm saying? And we got
yeah.
that picture too. My God. He said he sent me the text and yo, G already drew the picture. So I'm gonna send it to you once he sent it to me.
All right, copy.
Your
So
picture's
initially I
coming
was supposed
through.
to go there. I wanted to go to Bridgeport because I really wanted to like stay close to home. But I had other schools, you know what I'm saying, D2 schools. So but before that, I had couple D1 schools too. But they was on some like, yo, bro, you need 24 credits to graduate for JUCO. So my coach was like, you can only get 9 in the summer. So what you gonna do? So I had a D2 school in New Mexico that was on me. I think it was Western New Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I was supposed to go there, but something had happened with the coach. He said some racist thing, and I think the players walked out on him or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember offhand. I gotta ask my man Malcolm Connor that went there, because me and him was
Malcolm,
supposed to
when
go
you,
there at
you
the
and
same.
Malcolm went to school together?
Yeah, Malcolm went to Martin Luther King with me too, but he didn't play at the same time I played. He played after.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So Bridgeport came in. I was I was tight because when I got to St. Aug, they called me 2 weeks after I got to St. Aug talking about, yo, we got a scholarship for you and everything. And I was like, yo, I'm already at St. Aug. He's like, oh, damn. If it don't work out, call us, whatever, whatever, whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. So then get down to St. Aug, whatever, whatever. They was offering partial scholarships. Because that's what they do in the South, I guess. So I had a little partial scholarship, whatever, whatever. And then something was wrong with my chest at the time. And I wasn't feeling well. So we had we used to have 2-day practices. Like we run in the morning, do drills, do school, then come back and practice. So
Yeah.
so I'll go to the doctor. He's like, oh, you have a heart problem. It's like a heart problem. What are you talking about? No damn heart problem. I ain't never had a heart problem a day in my life. Oh, it's like a small incision in your heart or whatever the case may be. I'm like, nah, you're bugging. I don't believe it. So I go back to New York that same weekend. And I get another whatever test. They like, what? Who told you this? I said, yo, I get on the papers. They was like, what kind of doctor they got down there? I was like, listen here, doc, this is what they told me. I want to get this checked out. I want to make sure I'm all right, whatever, whatever.
They gave you an intern. They ain't tell you this person probably was an intern.
Probably so, more than likely.
They have a lot of those interns working on us, and people have no idea because they have a white coat on, and we lose focus. Go ahead.
Yeah, that's a fact. So, boom. So at the time, I was having my second child. So I'm in school, whatever, whatever. I go to first semester. They with their BS, whatever, whatever. Then cause the coach was kind of funny
Did
anyway.
you show him what the doctor said?
Yeah, showed him whatever, whatever. So, the coach was funny. You know what I'm saying? He was kind of funny because he was on some like, DC, Maryland type shit. He didn't really fuck with us New Yorkers. He didn't really care too much for us New Yorkers. So, it is what it is. So, but every day I was in practice busting their ass. You know what I'm saying? I was doing my thing. But it was just, he was just acting funny. So it was cool. I went to St. Aug. I finished. And I left. And I was trying to go to another school. I went there. Westchester had a showcase. So I had another year left. So I went to the showcase, did my thing. Southern Connecticut was on me. So I was trying to get there, doing whatever, whatever. But Kev Jackson had an NAIA school for me in Oklahoma. So I had to really sit down and just think, like, I really want to go to Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? I'm having my second child, whatever.
Oklahoma. Yeah, my people went play NAIA in Oklahoma. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Crazy. So it's very far.
Yeah. So then I was just like, you know what, whatever. Got back on this. Then I just, I chilled, graduated from college, whatever, whatever. Got back on the basketball scene in the street. So I was just, I was playing at Dykeman, killing Dykeman, West Fourth, just winning mad tournaments, Dunker's Delight.
Yeah, we gonna get to there. But let me just say this, man.
Yeah.
Salute to you, to all that you've been through, and still stuck it out to graduate, right? Because a lot of dudes, with all that was going on with you and all that you had to deal with, it was easy for you to quit. That would have been the easiest thing for you to do. To go back, to finish up, and not being able to play, yo, brother, That's super kudos to you, fam. For real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like my mind, you know, me being a righteous person, I'm a 5%er. So me being a 5%er, you know, everything I always feel, even in our studies, you know, you got to keep studying to progress. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. You know, so I always looked at life as if you don't finish something that you started, you just going, you know, dwindle down. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I always want to just finish anything I started.
That's real. And your kids gonna see that too, man. And that's gonna make them successful as well, man. So definitely
Yeah,
salute, fam. Harlem
definitely.
Shell said, then I played against Shelton Bryant and he had 40 and 30 on me.
That
Yo, it was
motherfucker.
good.
Yo, that shout out to my
Yo,
shout out.
yo, let me tell you something. Anybody that can give it up and say, yo, that man killed me, yo, salute to you, Harlem Shell, for sure. Real talk.
Yo, my man Shell.
Real
That's my
talk.
dude, man. Love my dude.
Yo,
That's my dude from day
shit.
one. My man Steel.
Brother.
My man
That's real right there, man.
Steel.
Yo, let me tell you, with saying that, right?
Yeah.
When I tore my ACL at FDU, I felt like they did a patch job on my knee, right? And I say that quick fix to save a buck. And they was bragging about my knee brace that cost like $5,000. And like it never dawned on me, like, why they keep talking about this fucking knee brace? Like, I'm not gonna be wearing this shit my whole fucking life, right? But that now, you know, still have some knee problems every now and again, or whatever. Hurt my sophomore year. But I just always felt like they did a shitty job with my knee. You know what I'm saying? And I was rehabbing more than I was supposed to be doing, and because if I would have got the correct surgery, because once I started hearing what everybody else was doing, I was like, damn, how come I ain't get that?
Mm-hmm.
And they knew, and they ain't sit down and talk to me. So, like, and a lot of other stuff I started to hear about college sports. Now, give you a quick story real quick. My coach pulled me in the office one day and told me, Glenn, we're playing Wake Forest. I said, wow, I'm excited. He said, yes, I'm excited too. We got an $80,000 check. I was like, huh? He said, oh, yes, college is big business, Glenn. I said, what do you mean? He said, if we beat them, then they'll be upset. I said, what do you mean? He said, that's what the word upset come from. There's no upset in pro sports because everybody gets paid. Wake Forest is the
Pretty
biggest
much.
school in the. It still goes on. It's like, it's a pay
It's
to
a
win.
big business, man. That's why I
Yo,
be telling these
at
kids.
that point, fair, it fucked me up. Because I wish I would have known that at that time.
Yeah. That's what I tell these kids. I be like, yo, when you go to, and like I tell these kids, like nowadays, when I tell these kids about basketball, you know, the kids that's going to college, these big time programs, I'm like, yo, listen, go where they want you. Go where you go, yo, go, that's going to fit your game.
Say
Don't
that
go
again.
just
Say that again,
because,
fam. I wish I had somebody to tell me that when I was younger.
yeah, go where they
Go where
want
they
you.
want you. It's like a relationship. You want to be with
Yeah.
a girl that wants you.
Go where they
We
go
got
where
this
your
relationship
game,
that we want.
yeah. Go where it fits you. Stop going to the name because the name is big on the jersey or whatever the case may be. Because nine times out
I
of ten,
thought I
that
was
might
doing
not be
that.
the situation. Yeah.
And I thought I was doing that. I'll visit UConn, BC, Jacksonville, Indiana State, Fairleigh Dickinson.
Mm-hmm.
My man Damari Riddick, who came from Lincoln, was at Fairleigh Dickinson. They was just built the Rompton Center, right? Where they held the All-American camps. And I was like, damn, I could go in there, kill, make this shit my home. He was still running the office for the 1950s. So that didn't work. But yeah, man, that's, yo, brother. But look, like I said, for what you went through and for you still finishing, brother, man, salute to you, man. Salute. Now, okay. Now, I won't keep on here too long. I need the best 3 games that you ever had in your mind. The best 3 games anywhere.
55 West 4th, United Brooklyn against United
Woo.
Brooklyn. Uh, let's see.
Who was on United Brooklyn? If you don't mind me asking, who was on United Brooklyn?
Everybody.
45. Or you said 55.
55. Everybody.
Double nickel. All right.
Everybody. And I wasn't even. What's crazy was I wasn't even in the best of shape. I probably was about 270 pounds at that time. And I was working. We lost by 10, but I was working. That's one of my biggest games because the person who was coaching, I have admired and love him to death. My man Sid Jones, rest in peace.
Sid Jones, rest in peace. I played for Sid as well. Yes.
Yeah, that Sid was like a big father figure to me.
WBLS with Sid. Yes.
Yeah, that was my guy. Yeah.
Good man.
It's kind of hard because certain tournaments, man, I was just giving buckets, man. So that right there is one of my main joints, man. Like West 4th is that's like my home. You know what I'm saying? Dykeman, like I said, I killed that joint for 10 straight summers. 10 straight summers.
Like Jay-Z out that motherfucker like that. 10 summers. That's 17 summers.
I was killing that joint for 10 straight summers. Yeah, I was working. That's how I got
the highest you ever scored.
I mean, I had numerous of 50 games, but 55 might have been. Yeah, 50 might have been. You know.
Okay.
Might have been. A lot of 30s, a lot of 40s. You know, things like that.
I see down here, your man.
A lot of 30s, a lot of 40s. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just certain tournaments. You know, I just rose to the occasion in certain tournaments. Like I just want to just kill. Like one tournament, I averaged probably like 38. This tournament that we used to have, it was in the Bronx called a unit tournament. Like everybody played in it. Homicide, you name it, everybody. I was in there just.
On the show too, man. What's one misconception that people may have had or had about you that you know is definitely not real?
Well, for the ladies, they always say like, you know, the dudes love me. Like my people's everybody, I got love for everybody, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you get the ladies that be like, oh, yo, he doesn't smile too much, you know, he might be mean. He don't want to be on, you know, but then when they talk to me, it's it's a different type of aura now, you know what I'm saying? It's a different type of lift, you know what I'm saying? They're like, oh, now you're a good brother, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's sometimes the misconception. Like, you know, they be like, oh, he don't never smile. But you got to understand, I got the same demeanor as my father. So, you know, ain't too much smiling, you know what I'm saying? When we smile, when we happy, but other than that, it ain't really too much smiling. It's more of a serious thing.
I think I smile on here that I do in my, you know, anytime in my whole life. Doing out the day, if I'm on here.
But lately I've been smiling like, you gotta, like lately now, you gotta smile a lot. You gotta just have, cause yo, we losing too much brothers, man, out here, man.
Yeah.
Too many brothers to senseless stuff, to whatever. So you just gotta laugh. You gotta enjoy life, man. And that's all I want to do from now on, man. I don't argue with nobody. Nobody.
That's so real. That's so real.
I might debate, like if it's basketball, it's friendly. Other than that, I'm not getting on the internet beefing with nobody. You got it, Playboy. That's what you want to do. That's what you want to say. You got it, man.
I just block people. That's my new shit. I just block people. I just play word.
I don't even, yo, listen, G, I don't even block people. I want you to see my greatness. I want you to enjoy my greatness, man.
That
How
you
I
use
live
the haters
life.
as your marketing team, as Waller would say.
All day, every day, man. All day, every day, man. As long as I live by these 3 words, knowledge, wisdom, and
That's right.
understanding, bro, I ain't gotta worry about nothing else, bro.
What 3 words is those?
Knowledge, wisdom, and
Is it the three
understanding,
words?
King.
Knowledge,
Yeah,
wisdom, and understanding. Facts.
yeah,
Factual. Let me tell you, my brother was 5% of 2, right? And my cousin.
yeah.
So me and my cousin, 1977. I kid you not. Me and my cousin went to my mother and my aunt, and we was like, we don't become 5%ers. My name gonna be Merciful. My cousin name was something else. At the same time, they kind of looked at each other. This, we ran. It's 1977, bro. Let me tell you that the gods had so much of an influence on me, right? Cause I still remember the song. They go, peace, Allah,
And law
Allah,
and
you justice.
justice.
Whoa, Allah, you justice. This is from the 70s, fam.
That's a
Nobody's
fact.
doing that. I still remember that.
That's a fact. They still do it.
See, look at
They
that.
still
Ain't never
all the
changed,
old
yo.
all the elders still do it, man. Everybody still
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
You
That's
know, the
real.
Sean proves they still do it.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. All right, so I'm gonna wrap this up in a few minutes, man. Top high school, college, and pro you ever played against. 3 players. High school, college, and pro.
Top high school player, I would say. That's kind of hard, man, because that era, it was so many players, man. I'm gonna have to say top high school. Whew, let's see. Who was the top high school player when I was playing? It's kind of hard. I'm gonna have to say Shea Hyden, top high school, Boston shootout.
Okay,
Um,
okay.
you said college player. Phew.
And you could have played against them anyway. It could have been a summer league. It could have been a pro-am.
Oh man. You gotta think of like New York City wise, man.
That's
We
what
got
we
so
doing.
many,
This
man.
is about. And we ain't finished yet because we got to go to the top 5.
We got too many, man. I play against everybody.
Yeah, so what's that? Give me the top guy in college that you played against.
Ron Artest.
Ron Artest. And the top
Yeah.
pro. Because I know you
Top
played against a bunch of them.
let's see. Top pro. Hmm. Whew, that's crazy. um, I'm gonna say Ron again.
Okay,
Uh,
okay.
yeah, because
Got you.
I've been playing
Got
against
you.
him forever. So,
Got you. That worked. Top 5 players from Harlem.
ooh.
Yes. Yes. This is when the questions get hard. I usually kind of breeze
Ooh.
through the questions and talk about the great
Ooh.
basketball, and
You
then
ain't
top 5
shit.
come up. Everybody would say, "Yo, G, that's the toughest part of the show." When I get talking, and they get it,
Ooh,
and at
you
the
ain't
end,
shit.
they hit me and they come up with all these names. Yo, how do I pronounce this
Ooh,
person?
you ain't
Yo,
shit.
G, top 5, baby.
Ooh, damn. Uh,
And you done mentioned about 20 of them, so you only got 5.
you talking about from errors or just in general?
Just your top 5 from all of them. It don't make a difference. It's your top 5, nobody else's.
All right, I'm gonna go with Steve Burke, Senior.
Day.
Sham Guard.
Yes. The Handles of God.
Ali Mo.
Ali Mo.
Um,
New York City's Magic Johnson.
that's a fact. Who else? Who else? Shit. Oh man.
This is one of your own, Harlem. This is one of your own right here.
It's because it's crazy. Like, let's see.
You got two more.
I'm gonna go with somebody that I know that used to kill all the guards when we was coming up. My man Boo Allen. Yeah, my man Boo Allen. A lot of dudes, they know who Boo Allen is. When we was coming up, they know
still
who
around? He's still around, Boo Allen?
Yeah. My man Boo Allen he do MTA now. They know my man. They know my man.
Okay,
Played at Kennedy High School. Yeah, they know him.
Got you. We're gonna make that happen. One more.
I might have to I gotta give it gotta be two people for this five. Mike Boogie and Tip Dog, man.
Okay,
Mike Boogie and Tip Dog, yeah.
Because you really can't say one without the other. I get you.
Yeah, Mike Boogie, Tip Dog, man. Yeah.
Okay. The last top five. No, actually, you got two more. And we get out of here. Top five. You did your five. Did that five ready? I need to know, in your eyes, who are the top five players in New York City history?
Oh, history. Whew. Kareem?
Yeah, there you go. Kareem is on check. That's
Kareem is number one.
Definitely to go. Yes.
Yeah, Kareem is number one. Bernard King.
That's two. King.
Stephon Marbury.
Okay.
Kenny Anderson.
I could alternate him with Tiny. Yes.
Kenny Anderson.
I thought I'd been cheating if I said Steph. I had to pick somebody from another borough, right?
Listen, Steph was different, super different. So you gotta throw him in that top five of players.
In there. I just say Tiny because Tiny only played 1 year high school basketball. He was ineligible for 3 years straight. It just doesn't make sense. And become an NBA Hall of Famer. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's cool. But I mess with Steph. And I love Tiny, but Steph was different, man. Yeah, he's the ultimate.
Yes.
And as far as impact, Felipe Lopez, man.
Felipe. They forgot about Dominican Jordan.
Felipe Lopez, man.
Felipe. Whenever you ready to come on, basketball heads, man.
Felipe Lopez, man, because he had a hell of a high school. Like I said, high school, him and Steph had a crazy impact.
Yeah.
And and another shout out to my man, the best kept secret, Kareem Reed. He was a problem as well.
Yes. I agree on here. Salute.
That's a fact, man.
All right.
You got some hard questions, man. Damn. Top players. It got to be out of those two Lincoln kids, man.
Which one? Bashi, Isaiah?
Bashi and Lance, man.
Yo, Bashi, like the way they
listen, them kids bring it.
Not
You know why I say that?
I'm
You
gonna
know
let you
why I
down.
say that? Because them two, it's like, yo, I don't understand. Them two, it's like he leave, here come another one. And they doing the same thing. As long as I've been playing basketball, nigga always had those guards. Them it guards. You know what I'm saying? Them it's.
Listen, I always tell people, Tiny was my point guard, right? I always tell people, Tiny was nice. Back in the day, he was one of the only dudes that I seen handle Kenny Anderson. You know what I'm saying? Not like outscore him, but do everything that Kenny was doing on the court. Because Tiny had all this. He had the left hand.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was just crazy. And then he saw what it took after that to keep going. Because look, New York City was a beast. Y'all, you even said it. Every night was a dogfight. Everybody that come up here, you ask about their games, their high school games. Yo, G, every night was a dogfight. You hear that?
Yeah, it was definitely a dogfight. I mean, my team we beat Tiny and them. You know what I'm saying? It always was a dogfight.
Right.
Yo, them Brooklyn teams is tough though, man. The Gradys, the Robersons, the
Salute to Brady. They
Utricks.
just had their high school reunion, 1990 City and State Championship reunion down in North Carolina. We're going to do a whole day special Grady soon this week. So stay tuned for that. For sure.
That's a fact, my brother.
All right. We're going to get you on there, Melshawn, but check this out. I need to know, because I told you I'm hip-hop head, fam. I'm a former MC. Real talk. I done rap with Jay-Z, perform with Big Daddy Kane, Busta Rhymes, Style P. I'm representing the ball players on that aspect. And trust me, all the dudes that said it was nice, ball players and rappers, yeah, all right. Anyway, check this out. Top 5 hip-hop artists, brother. Top 5.
All right. From my liking, this is my opinion. I want to tell everybody my opinion. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old school head. I love old school rap. You know what I'm saying? My dudes, I love KRS. I love Rakim. I love Kane. I was a huge Kumo Beef.
He got 3 Mount Rushmores.
I was a huge Coogee Rap fan.
Coogee Rap.
And then 5. Yeah, then I was Kumo D lived not too far from me.
Yo, hold on. Time out, fam. I always tell people my top 5 MCs. It never changed.
Yeah.
I go with who I like first.
That's a fact.
The first MC I ever liked was Kumo D. He was the first MC. When it comes to battle rap,
Mo D was different.
He is the model.
Yeah, listen.
Come on.
Let me tell you something.
Take that Bob Diddy Bob bullshit on home.
Yeah, listen. I went to PS 129 on the hill where Mo D and them is from. My sister, our teacher was Special K's moms, Mrs. Keaton.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you a little something about Special K because Special K wrote Tila Rock, his brother, record.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Thought it was Tila Rock. Well, actually, his older brother wrote that.
That's a fact.
Down with
and I used to see them all the time. They used to come to our school, give us free records, autographed records and everything.
Kumo D was the only dude back then rapping, going gold with a college degree.
That's a fact. Not even that. Hold on. Let me tell you another thing he was. He had a BMW that matched every outfit that he had. Leather outfit.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
That's how I know.
He was the only dude from the old school that transition
I used to
to
get
making records.
anybody that was from that hood, we used to get free tickets to the Apollo anytime he performed. I was there the night when he challenged LL. Pulled up on LL and said, "What's up? Let's do this. Whatever amount of money you want to do this from, let's do it." You know he
He
declined.
was smart. The way he wrote his lyrics, that's what
You know,
attracted to me. To
he declined.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because
Yeah, cause
when you talk about Murder Mook, when you talk about Charlie Clips, T-Rex, any one of those Harlem dudes that really get it in, Kumo D is the origins of that. When you talk about
yes,
battle
that's a
rapping,
fact.
snapping on dudes, Kumo D started that.
Yeah, that's a fact. Mo D was
Right?
different, man.
And then we move on to Kane, then Redman, then
Yeah,
Big, then
yeah,
Jay.
yeah,
And Nas
yeah.
coming afterwards. But that's my five, brother.
I love Nas, man.
No
I
doubt,
love
man.
Nas.
Let me tell you something. Melshawn, when I do these interviews and I write up my questions, I can kind of time how long it's going to be. Sometimes
Yeah,
the really good ones, like tonight, right?
yeah,
Automatically, I already not looking at the top 10. This shit says 9 o'clock.
yeah.
So when it rolls that natural, man, those be these special interviews, man. And I'm telling you, this one is going to go down as one of the best interviews, man. I appreciate that, man. I'm telling you, real
Thank
talk.
you, my brother. Thank you, my brother.
No doubt.
Thank you, my
Now,
brother.
you get to nominate anybody who you want to come on the show now. Now, it's certain people that I reach out to. There's only a certain few. Most of the people that you've seen come on here has been referred by other people who has been on here. So this is how, like, again, certain people that I reach out to be like, okay, my list got you. Cool. You're definitely one of the guys that I personally want to reach out to, even though I know John, Arnold that know you, and people that know you that could have been contacting you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
So it just means that much more to the show and what we do here. So you get a chance to nominate anybody you want. And like I said, I'm going to come up to Harlem in the next week or two. One weekend, I'm hit you up. You know what you doing, brother? I'm coming up, and we can, just
Yeah,
show my
politics,
talent to
man.
people I need to talk to.
Yeah. Let's see.
Now, if you can't remember, if you can't get it now, you can always hit me up. DM easy. Yo,
Yeah,
G, small peoples, please let's make this
yeah,
happen. We're gonna make it happen.
yeah, definitely. I got you, bro. We definitely could do that. We
No
definitely
doubt.
could do
And when
that.
my guy send me that picture, I'm gonna send it to you and make sure you have it. And when I come up to home, I'm gonna bring it to you.
Bet. I just wanna thank you, my brother, for giving me my flowers, brother. And I appreciate you, what you do to, you and a couple other dudes that be out here with y'all podcasters and, giving people, letting people hear people history and, stories, you know what I'm saying, that could change other people aspects in life. You know what I'm saying? So I big you up for that. You and a couple other brothers, man. You know what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying?
I want to salute my guys, A Game, my guy All Things,
Yeah,
my
that's
guy
my guy.
My guy Ron Sufran. You know what I'm saying? This is what we do. I'm just the older guard out here, just trying to keep it straight in New York, and make sure that all of our guys, like you said, we lost a lot of guys, man. That didn't get a chance to tell their story, man. So we want to try to fill in those blanks to those not here, and just try to let the guys that are here tell their story.
That's a fact, brother.
Appreciate you, my brother.
All right, brother. Knowledge, brother.
No doubt. All right, my brother. I'm gonna get out of here, man. I'm talked out, and hit me up soon with that, with those names, and we go from there. All right.
All right. Peace to the gods and herbs. Y'all already know how I do. Peace.
Peace, brother. No
Peace.
doubt. Man, good conversation, man. Good brothers. Good brother for real. It's nothing like the connection with the ball players, right? Because this makes the connection. Then the conversation start, and then you realize how much in common that you guys have outside of basketball. So we want to keep making these connections and keep teaching the youth. Give them options. All of us been through some things. We ain't here to focus on the negative. We just here to focus on the positive and the things that made us who we are through this ball. So, about to get out of here. I'm your host, Glenn Pooh Harding. And you've been watching Basketball Heads, the official home for New York City basketball. Peace.
Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Yes. You have just now entered into the world of